Hey, Gary here. Welcome back to BookMob episode 37. It's been about 5 months since the last episode, but anyway, we're back. So if you're still interested in books, literature, writers, creative and imaginative artists, please like and subscribe if you can. Okay, today's episode stems from I was in Adelaide a couple of weeks ago, and I went to this op shop, and I like op shops because it's a great place to find out-of-print books, rare books, or surprise reads, and the prices are generally very, very good. Anyway, on this particular visit to this op shop, I think this suburb is North Point or something like that. I can't exactly remember. Anyway, I came across, they had a whole DVD and VHS collection. And I saw this topic, I saw this VHS and it was written by hand. It just said Beckett. Now, I'm assuming they meant the writer Samuel Beckett, who I read extensively in my youth, and I haven't looked at his work in the last couple of years, but I thought, Beckett, So I took the videotape, and I had to go, when I got back to Sydney, I had to go through a whole huge, trying to find someone who had a VHS player. Finally, I found one, brought it home, and lo and behold, it was a short movie, and I think it was made in 2003 in Sydney, and it's by people who were interested in literature and in Samuel Beckett, and I guess they were trying to express themselves, their ideas, and how much they or the individual who wrote it, I don't know who it is, who might have thought, well, I'm going to, I like Beckett, I've read Beckett, and here I'm going to express my ideas in a short movie. I assume it was made for a short movie festival because back, from the late 90s to the early 2000s, there were a lot of festivals set up for people who weren't exactly professionals and people who didn't have, access to agents and distributors, and it was a way for people to make create their own product on videotape in the early stages of digital technology. Anyway, it just so happened that I wrote one of my stories in my book 100 Flashy Fiction. It was about when I went to see Waiting for Godot at the NIDA Theatre. I can't remember the date. And when I went there, I found out that the singer, the artist Lou Reed, was part of the, he was in the audience. And it was Ray Fiennes was the actor playing one of the major characters. And I think this is the year that he got off with that air hostess or air steward or air, what do they call them now? Air attendants or whatever, who sort of had her 5 minutes of fame. Anyway, this is what I wrote from that night. It's story 33 called Lou Reed. Lou Reed, Mr. Cool, all laid out in leather, glaring white sneakers. Towering above him, a tongue-eyed woman breezing through Lou's old man vibe. She owned him. A gulf of time between them. Reagan, Clinton and Bush. Lou, somewhat an artist. She was a real piece of work. Barbell dings, bongs and dang, drawing all inside. Lou and plus one sat one row and 3 seats to my left. Ralph poised in the darkness on the stage. Lou waits for nothing, nobody and Godot. I hear shallow, grinding snore. Lou's deeply asleep. his bushy, nodding head like a dashboard bobble dog. Based on fact, he fell asleep before the start of the production. Anyway, this is BookMob. We're about books, literature, writers, creative people. And this film, made by I don't know who, because you can't read the credits at the end because it's really badly transferred. I don't know if it's considered found footage. But anyway, I thought it was a good film. And please watch it.
Beckett is mystery. What's next? Fucking hell, not now. Okay, thanks. We'll be up in 5 minutes. Where are they going? They're going towards the car. Oh. Where are they? Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Assuming you're not just right towards the car. I would like to do the stabbing. In fact, I have to do it. I just don't know how. Beckett corrupts. Beckett horrifies. What's that? Beckett. 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 Beckett.
Well, what did you think about that? Obviously, a arty attempt to express ideas and feelings about Samuel Beckett, the writer. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good effort at trying to encourage people to find out who Samuel Beckett is, and secondly, to read Samuel Beckett. His novels are a bit. I mean, he's more of a playwright than anything. His novels they're very difficult to read. They're very, verbose and I wouldn't say intellectual in a way, but they're kind of dull if you're not prepared to sit it out, work it out, and dig hard in reading his work. However, his plays, which kind of take the ideas of banality, of bureaucracy, and the idea that human beings are just, we're just animals with a little bit of extra brain space, and we certainly don't know what we're doing or where we're going, and that the individual is the individual as a creative, expressive being, as in whether you go to the shops to buy your food or whether you make art, is exactly the same. Beckett was trying to explore the idea of human beings in the world, in the universe, trying to exist. Similar to Kafka, Nietzsche, and countless other cultural icons in literature. If you didn't like it, no big deal. I wouldn't recommend running out to see Samuel Beckett plays. Because they are quite intense. He had a play, I can't remember, before he died, and the whole theatre production was this. You had someone sitting in darkness in the theatre, and it was just his lips, and the light just came onto the lips, and it might be fun for a minute or two, but it's again, everyone's an individual. We all have an objective and subjective experience of things. And so Samuel Beckett is one of those, characters in literature, in history, that try to attempted to make a living from writing and producing and creating art. No big deal. If you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, you do. But I do encourage your readers to seek him out and see what he thought, to see what he tried to express. The good thing about him is that he did make an effort to bring some meaning and some light to the human experience. All right, that's it for episode 37. Hopefully I'll be back next week. I'm thinking of doing a quick idea I've had on June, Frank Herbert's 6-volume masterpiece, which I just finished, and I think I'll be doing a review of that and finding out what I got out of it, what you may get out of it at some time in the future. All right, thanks guys, and keep reading. Ciao.